Good evening, everyone. This is how EVs affect the automotive industry. Today, we'll first be going over what car companies produce and what effect they have on the automotive industry, such as what power additives they have, what products they produce. Then we will talk about how an engine and exhaust system works and how these companies will make products based off an internal combustion engine. Then we will talk about the push on EVs and the effect these companies and enthusiasts have from the push on EVs in the automotive industry. So first, what products do car companies produce? Many different companies make many different parts for more power additives. Exhaust systems that change the tone, intakes that help the air get to the engine better, injectors that give the car more fuel, and many more power additives. So here we have a picture of headers, a turbocharger, an intake, an exhaust system. Each serve their own purpose for the car and each help the car in many different ways for an enthusiast or for a car company. How does an engine and exhaust system work? So according to Car and Driver, your engine has pistons that move up and down in the cylinder. They are moved by thousands of explosions per second from a mixture of fuel and air. The explosion then creates compression and the pistons will move that to spin the crankshaft. The crankshaft is what allows the car to move. When a turbo is added to the car, air will pass through the charge pipe and then it'll hit the turbo, and then the turbo fan will spin it back and send it back to the pistons and cylinders, causing them to spin faster, which causes it more power. So here, there's 4 different strokes of a piston. First you have the intake, second you have compression, third you have fuel power, and fourth you have fuel exhaust. How does the push on EVs affect aftermarket companies and enthusiasts? With the way an electric car works, they don't have an internal combustion engine. Most of them have electric motors. So when you have an electric motor, you can't base a product with such as an exhaust manifold or an exhaust system or a turbo because there's no exhaust air to help give it any power additives. Therefore, if there's no exhaust air to add a power additive or any exhaust system. If the end goal is to make every car on the road an EV, then many aftermarket companies will go out of business since EVs don't work the same as internal combustion cars. Based off an internal combustion engine, since everything will be based off a dual motor or an electric motor like a Tesla is. And if you have a smaller engine, it's going to be very complicated to make a power additive work with an internal combustion engine and a motor engine. It would be very hard to put 2 and 2 together. You need a lot of engineering for that. For many enthusiasts like myself, we have grown up around these cars, watching these cars race in many different sports such as NASCAR, F1, Formula 1, drifting, rally racing, many different sports. Many people treat it as a hobby or a lifestyle. Many people will grow up to hope to own their own power shop one day, where they can upgrade cars and build people's cars for them. Many more methods to contribute to the passion for an internal combustion car. So in conclusion today, EVs play a huge role in the automotive economy in a number of ways. The ones I wanted to focus on, how enthusiasts myself, also for aftermarket car companies, how they're affected by it when there's a big push for EVs. For many people, cars are their life. Everything they do revolves around them and they are so fascinated by them. EVs help in ways for the climate, but they also affect many other things such as drastically affecting climate change.